Welcome back. Let's continue, shall we? Forgive me, I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Elsie said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I am quite alright now. Unlike her, by the sound of it, ahem. Perhaps you might consider visiting Aranja next. Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the faithful, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As much as such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend, assuming you have the time, of course. I still need to say my farewells to few others here. Pray look in on Raje, and I shall see you at the Crystarium. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. So basically, alright. How about you, Kaishir? Okay, you're just gonna say the damn same. Alright, that I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou wouldst grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm, which hath been his home these 100 years. A noble gesture. As for Master Alphino's concerns, thou mayest rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our faith friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes onto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not for remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou didst come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. An object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Thou it hath lost its radiance. 'Tis unremarkably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elizabeth. And when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to fuel his transformation, I posit that the crystal did tumble free, save that which doth abide in thee. It is all that remaineth of our friend. And if thou art willing, I would have thee deliver it unto Seto. I can think of no worthier receptant than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. All right. As ever, thou wilt find the emerald in Roledolf. My thanks, Sakura. All right, let's come back to Seto. Boom. Ah, shit! Son of a bitch! I always fucking mess up that. Oh, that's not Seto. That's Seto. That's not Seto. That's a person. All full glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumors spoke of strange spectacle foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Ooh, hello there.
Is that Ardbert's crystal? So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it? Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it. Pardon? Very well. Oh, how can this be?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Ardbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
I see. His journey continues. Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure? Ride the winds, seek the horizon? Yes, I think perhaps I will.
God damn, why does this game always make me cry? Thank you, Akira, for taking care of Artbert. May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home. Should I? Yeah. That is a or a S rate. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seta receive thine offering? Remarkable 'twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. As Artbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Norvrent, and their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Now, assuming thou intendest to continue thy journey, thy tour, might I suggest Sitherborough as thy next destination? The task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Eustolus is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. Given its simplicity identity to the source, yon elemental chart is perhaps best removed. Yet I cannot help but imagine what might unfold were a native of the first to chance upon it. What questions it would conjure in the mind of its discoverer, and whither their curiosity might lead them. 'Twould make for the beginnings of a grand adventure, would it not? Alright. Time to visit the burrow. Oh, okay. Okay. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? Maybe. Does Durandry truly think me so sovereignly? The nerve. Loath as I am to disappoint, I put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells to everyone save Runar. That is, he's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya. For too long I have remained silent, but no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day...
On such a day?
You may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it. And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
Master Matoya!
Runar, really?
Peace of mind, by the way. Please take good care of Master Matoya. She, see that she eats well and wraps up warm on cold days. You know, I will help that. And there is a herbal tea which she enjoys. If I give you the recipe, you could make it for her, perhaps. And, above all, please keep her close. I do not deny that she is strong, but even the strongest among us should not be alone. Honestly, he's a good boy in the body of a man. He's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we headed back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the Exarch to Nabath Orang. I see. Very well. You can look in on Thancred while you're about it. There. He will be a difficult. His will be a difficult farewell, and I am sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Thrine. If you wait there, you are like to meet him on his way back, if not before. As I make my way out of the wood, I shall call to mind all that I learned during my time here, and I shall picture the day of my return. I know not when it will be, but mark my words, I will learn to traverse the rift. Yeah. Wait, did I talk to? Yeah, I'm going back to. I'm gonna see if Alizé's still there, because I'm like second guessing myself that I talked to Alizé. Probably I did, but oh, hello S rank. Oh, whatever. Fuck this game. I'm just fucking. Yeah. Alright, let's go talk to the Magnus. I have to talk to these assholes. Alright. It's good to see you looking more the worse for wear. Let me guess, you're here to ride the trolley too. Don't ask me how I know. I can just tell. Oh, okay. Okay. Ah, you too? What is this? My bloody name day? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Rin too. They said they wanted to go to Nabath Orang, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right, the old girl's up and running again, but we didn't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little bit of help from Master Shy, we made her faster and stronger. Oh, yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time. Time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller. That way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius. Why didn't I think of that? Enough. You can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we turned to China's, by the way, not to make the one trolley we've got go faster. We needed help getting a few taluses back in working order, see? We were out testing them when your airship came down. As a matter of fact, you seem to have a habit of crashing things. We're back. Oh, thanks for the loan of the trolley. Akira, what are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do. Which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be. Not to pry, but what's going on? You off somewhere? You could say that. So you're heading home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world traversing business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crusadeum, and I don't want for anything. Besides, I've recently made a new friend. Her name is Gaia, and she'll always be there if I need her. Just like you lot. So please don't worry, I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It being a matter of life and death, I suppose you have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could bear to be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rin has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I wouldn't be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy you your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you're to call on us. If it may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we then? If you've nowhere left to visit, we can go back to the Crusadeum together. Bugger me, I forgot to thank Thancred. When you get the chance, tell him I'm glad we had that little talk, and tell him we'll look out for the girl. When it comes to families, you'd think together was best, but it's not always that simple, is it? Never really thought about it, what with my parents being long gone. The people in this town are the closest thing to family I've got, and to be fair, I'd hate to leave them, which is why I'm not going anywhere. Mark my words, Akira, one day Twine will thrive again, and I hope that Thancred can come back to see it. Him and that funny talking fortune teller block. My fucking god. That is fucking hilarious. That's the wrong way. Oh. Wait just a moment, Ren. I'll be there. I thought that it would be easier after saying farewell, but each step I took out of Elmore felt heavier than the last. I did everything I could do in the time I had, no regrets. You go, girl. I took the liberty of informing the Crystarium leaders of our imminent departure. It seemed only right. This is it, then. I trust the Exarch had a pleasant tour of the realm. Totally worth it. Totally worth speaking to them. Hey, Ren, what's up? What's up, girl? Oh, it's you. You've probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just, I always knew that everyone would leave one day, and I always hoped and prayed that we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. I don't want our last moments together to be sad. I want to hold myself together just long enough to say the things that I need to say, but I'm not sure I can even do that. I'll be there with you. You can do it, Rin. I'll be there with you. What? Thank you, Akira. I think we all feel braver with you around. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths. In and out. Ah, fuck me. There you go. It's gotta be alright, Ren. God, is this game going to make me cry even more? Okay. Then time, my friend. Fuck. Oh no.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to.
Even as we speak, Backlog undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. and no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do, countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye, a more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted. All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him
he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this? Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready, Akira? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Ah, Mr. Akira. Ah. Why am I crying right now? Ah. I have this moment shown your associates in. Strange to think that I will not have the honor of showing them out again. But I am informed that you yourself may yet return, and I look forward to welcoming you on that happy day. Now, if you would care to follow me. Angelo stands ready to work his magic on our souls. I did not expect such a rousing farewell from the people. It was the very thing my spirits needed. Now, all that remains is to return to Seoul. The 12 would know we have made Krell and Tataru worry long enough. In the spirit of solidarity, I bid you carry the vessels as if your life depended on it. Especially your soul. How many times have we few assembled thus in these storied chamber? Many and more, I think. Were the exarch sitting before us, the scene would be complete. Nay, 'twould be complete were he sitting before us with Emmett Silk smirking in the wings. I'm going to punch you in the knee for that. Ah, since we cannot take our worldly goods with us, I want you to have my gunblade. Use it or sell it. It's all the same to me. So long as it serves you in some way, I will be satisfied. Thank you, Thancred. I'll treasure it. And so, Rin will have a job change into Gunbreaker. Fucking hell. Wait. Oh, God. Ah, there you are. I take it you are ready for the journey. The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. As a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Yes. Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right, then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls, then. We're in your hands, Angelo.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen, so let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat. Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind. And something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward hath been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Grahatia, at your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But, like a fool seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a... Here we go again.
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh. So it was that a new adventure began.
The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money! Money, money, the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I? Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions. Speaking of which, with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the Unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment! Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless. Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre. The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth, for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
Thanks to your reports, I had known that all was well in the source, but there is no relief like seeing our comrades again with my own eyes. If possible, I should like to thank Sidian in person for the help he lent us while we were away. But it seems he was not been heard from. He has not been heard of from of late. Such is his way. Well, until such time as we meet again, I shall ever pray for his well-being, and take the absence of tidings as a good sign, as I do with our friends in the first. While things are quiet, I think I'll move my body around somewhere, some more. Need to get it used to the new tricks I learned in the first. To that end, I'll round up Horde and his crew for a spot of sparring. Oh, and Graha too. In my capacity as his senior, I'm obligated to train him as well. He. I'm told Raha has shed with some of the tiness he had as the Crystal Exarch. If you asked me, he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Why the Raha of old would leap down from a high place just to make a dramatic appearance. Something someone did in some epic or other, and Alfna wasn't so different. Still, I'm glad to have them back, safe and sound, boyish insecurities and all. Everyone likes the garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Grahatia's is an outfit suited for traveling, while his weapon uses a piece of the crystal tower as the focus. Brilliant, right? Now, I know we probably shouldn't go about chipping bits off elegant relics, but it was just one little piece. Here. Though only a short time has passed in the stars, for me it has been several long years. 'Tis passing strange to see how little has changed here in the Rising Stone. Sometimes I can't help but feel as if I'm dreaming. Then I see equipment Tataru prepared for us, and it helps to bring me back to reality. Rin continues her fight in the first, and I must resume my own here. Rin, hey, what's up? By thine account, the 14th seat of the convocation was known as Azim, as the title distinctly familiar ring. Mine imagination could not fail but run wild. From Azima, the warden in Erosia, to Azim, the Dawnfather in the far east, in nigh every corner of Heideland, do those deities revered as personifications of the sun share like names. Could they all perhaps trace their origin into the 14th seat? I did muse, so it may near be proven or otherwise such a theory, I do believe, lieth firmly within the realm of possibility. As you know, in the Seeker of the Sun culture, the title Tia indicates a male who does not preside over territory. In regards to this, Alphino came to me with a consolation. The Crystarium may not be a territory in the traditional sense, he said, but our friend governed it with great leadership nonetheless. As such, would it not be inappropriate to call him Tia, as it is by no means disrespectful to omit the title. I told Alfno that he is free to do so if he wishes, but I, for one, indeed intend to call him by his full name, at least until he has decided what he wants for himself in his new life. Do you have something to say? If you're looking for Isaldur or Aliana, they're off to Doma to visit Hormel. In his entire time with us, I don't think I've ever seen Isildur so alive as well when he set out. The Archons have scarcely returned, and already Sister is at it again. However, this plays out. I pity the newcomer. When I was tasked with holding the fort, the silence of the place was unnerving at times. Strange to say that it is amidst this ceaseless clamor that I feel most at peace. Here, brother, if Grahatia is skilled in all forms of combat, as they say, we must train hard if we are to keep up. Not only have the Archons returned to us, but a capable newcomer comrade has joined the fold. Besides, their presence shall inspire us to do to ever greater heights. This smitten with the newcomer, both of them, but I won't let him come between us. If he were to join us, on the other hand, he's being you, buddy. Come on. Fuck. Come on. There we go. We've been receiving some worrying intelligence on the Empire, but with the place in shambles as it is, it's taking longer than usual to verify the facts. I suggest you rest up in the meantime. Ah, you're back. Tell me, Akira, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone of mannerism? I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we are to be comrades, but now I worry that it may have distracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I had quite forgot what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet, if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventures. Uh, so I shall preserve. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that. A greener initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause, that he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. Grahatia is now available as a trust companion. Hey, let's go. I suppose we ought to take stock of the situation by forestalling the 8th umbral calamity. We have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can overcome all trials. We have always done so, have we not? You know, do you mean since I reawakened in this body, the hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well, though my memories straddle the lives I have lived. There are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting for the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Yustola assures me it is similar to yours, Akira. That is to say, it is somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between your circumstance and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is, you were different people. Thus did your soul gain in density. How you were able to merge is another matter. Given what we know of the soul, that you possess distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated, though I but theorize. Perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say that I hadn't improved. Far from it. At any rate, when our souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say, attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or could this be the result of having undergone another rejoining? If so, it would serve as proof of a future that many fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend, lest we forget. Well, now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but, fuck me. Aye, just as I thought, they went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the mean had come to me with a proposal, you see, in celebration of my knight's return. The knight's return. They asked how I wished to be commemorated on a coin or as a automaton. Neither I replied for all the good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. It makes no difference what name they give it. Yet still, they did it. A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. No longer am I a leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I have ever felt and experienced, all of these things and more, I have brought with me. You have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart always, unto the end of my days. Sorry. Well, now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so good as to confirm them for me? Alright, gonna do that, and bada boom. Alright, sweet. I think this is a good time to end this episode. We have officially completed the Shadowbringers story to 5.3. The next two patches will be the journey to Endwalker. Yes. But first we'll continue with the 24-man raid. Next episode, it's going to be shit. Let me see. Let's see. Shit. It's gonna be quite a while for to doing the 24-man raid, because it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 7 quests to unlock the second raid, which is a bit of a torture, I would say. If my memory serves me right, I hated the how long it took to unlock the 24-man raids. For Shadowbringers. So we shall we shall tackle without in the next episode. And then after that, we can proceed with 5.4 and farm, and yeah, can't wait. God, I fucking love this expansion. Till next episode, fare thee well.